Hello, everybody. I'm back. That's about the catchiest phrase I can come up with. It's pretty sad, right? I mean, that's what I usually say when I'm doing my cooking video, and well, kind of works there. Might work here, but anyway, glad to see everybody. Even if everybody's two people, three people, no peoples, me peoples. So this is my YouTube channel, and it's live right now. Won't be live after about 30 minutes. You just have to wait again until Thursday. If you want to see one live in production live. If you'd like to see it later, then this is what you're viewing. Because right now it's live, then it's later. See, I have really good logic. I have really good logic. But it doesn't matter when you're seeing it, when you're viewing it, how you're viewing it, where it is. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Good, bad, indifferent. Just put a comment that says A, B, C, whatever. So I think I picked up another subscriber. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I think we're up to like 86 now. And this is show 76. What I'd like to say too is I did figure out the podcast thing. So if you look on the channel and it says podcasts, that's not what I thought. But anyway, I put a bunch of stuff in there. I'm going to be weed through that. But a lot of those will end up in a as a podcast. And it's, I don't know, man. This podcast thing is kind of weird. So I'm on Spotify for podcasters. So far, they haven't thrown me out. I've got 3 episodes up. Now, the first one I did, I tested it. It's just audio. That's pretty cool, right? So, but the thing about just audio is there's no visuals. Really? Yeah, there's no visuals. So if I do a show and I bring something up on screen like I'm going to do tonight, like I do on a lot of my shows, because the live stream is on YouTube about watching something. Okay, that makes sense. Well, what doesn't make sense is you can do the podcast in audio only, okay, just listen to it in the car or on your headphones. Or you can do a podcast that's video. I don't know why that makes it. Why not? Why isn't that just another YouTube channel? Okay, so I try to get people to come on and talk to me, and that's what podcasts do. But I do mine like a talk show, a live talk show. Uh, Podcasts, I don't know. Some of them might be live, but the ones that I watch are like pre-recorded, and they're just pre-recorded videos of somebody sitting in an office with somebody else at usually a desk, and they're just doing kind of an interview or chit chatting or whatever. When people started telling me, "Well, Miley, you're doing a podcast," I thought, "Well, no, I'm doing live videos. That's like a talk show." No, that's a podcast. I was like, huh? It's YouTube. Then I figured out a way to put the YouTube videos up on Spotify as a podcast. And I'm also on Google Podcasts. So I could be on other platforms apparently, but you have to download some apps and do different things. And what am I? I'm frugal, yes, but I'm also kind of lazy. So if I got to download a bunch of stuff and create an account on a bunch of stuff, and I'm all over that pretty much. I'm just done. So I got a Google account. I got a Spotify. I had to do a Spotify for podcasters, which is different than the Spotify. Okay. But I did that because they host it. They host the podcast. Then I can share it out to Google Podcasts, or I can share it out to something else. So That's pretty cool. But to me, I don't know. Call it what you want to call it. I'm on YouTube with video, not just audio, but video and audio. I'm on Spotify. Sometimes it'll be just audio. Maybe I'll just put on audio, and then it'll be video and audio on Spotify, and then on Google, video. And what you do is you make a podcast that's audio on Spotify, you share it to the Google podcast, then it comes out what? Just audio. See how this works? I don't. Not really. It's like having videos in 3 different places now and calling it a podcast. So anyway, I'm confused. But podcasts seem to be where it's at. Even though, dude, I've been doing this, I don't know, a long time. 76 shows worth. I think I just crunched ice in your ear, didn't I? Sorry. Tonight's show is about, and I put in foot massage because this was the topic that I was talking about with my coworkers first. And then I thought, well, why just limit it to that? Let's just talk about massage. Okay? But we'll start out with foot massage. I tried to do a little survey. I tried to do a poll on my Instagram account. And if you follow me on YouTube and you've got Instagram, follow me on Instagram because I shared it on Instagram, and if I share it, those two link, it's linked with my Facebook. But you couldn't take the poll on Facebook. In Facebook, when you looked at it, you clicked on it, it said view on Instagram. You had to click on it again, then it took you to Instagram to do the poll. So if you didn't have Instagram but Facebook, you couldn't participate. I didn't know that. I'm learning this stuff. But on Instagram, I've got very few followers. So I'm trying to build some followers on Instagram. I've got maybe 20 something friends on Facebook. So I did a poll trying to figure out if people liked massages. Just like back, foot, shoulder, the neck, full body. I mean, I was just doing a poll. So that was a flop. Yeah. I voted twice, I think. I think it was the only votes I got. So I tried it on Reddit. I'm on Reddit. And there's a community on Reddit called Relaxation. All right. So I put a poll out there. Hey, do you find any form of massages relaxing? And let me list a bunch of them. But it's running for 2 days. And right now there's only 3 or 4 votes. Nobody so far has picked foot. I put foot, shoulder, back, head, face, and full body. Everybody's like picked full body. So I put a disclaimer on Reddit. This is, for relaxation, relieving stress, whatever. It's not sexual massage. Even though you could have your husband, wife, girlfriend, partner, whatever, give you one, it's not about the sex. Right? This is just like, man, I had a hard day at work. Well, sit down here and let me rub your back. That kind of stuff. Do you enjoy that? Whatever. So right now the poll's just basically full body. Which seems like, that would be good. I wouldn't complain. But why is nobody just picking foot? I'll tell you how this got, well, I don't know how it got started. I was trying to think how it got started. I don't know. We'll look at some of this stuff later. But anyway, when I was younger, that used to be a thing with my grandparents. And my grandfather worked as a appliance repairman. He actually Dude who went into people's homes and fixed the refrigerators right there in the kitchen. Okay, he worked at a shop. People bring in washers, dryers, whatever, and they fixed them. I mean, I know. They took parts out. Sometimes fixed the parts and put them back in. Sometimes they had replacement parts and put those in. And then they would take them back. They would go pick them up at people's houses, bring them, fix them, take them back. People would bring them in. They'd fix them, and people would take them back. Sometimes he went to people's homes. Anyway, he worked hard, like a lot of people did back in the day. But he always had real strong hands, because he worked with his hands. And he liked foot massage, rubs. So as kids, we'd get up and walk on his back. And I've got some older siblings, and I weighed less, and then, they weighed more and so forth. And so they'd just walk on his back, and it was always fun because you wobble back and forth, and walk and do all that. And then he would rub your feet, or you'd rub his feet. Hey, Robert. And it was, it was, I guess, it was relaxing or fun. Because it made you feel good, and it was, fun to walk on his back and feel like you're going to slide off and all kinds of stuff like that. It was just the way, as kids, we did things like that. And so now it just seems like, it's like massages for spa days or different things like that, and that's true. You pay somebody to, knead your sore muscles or work your elbows and shoulders and all that stuff. To me, that's what it is. That's the benefit is, you know, relieve tension. And we'll look at some of that stuff on the internet. There's found out doing this little bit of research, a foot rub massage is just that. You just, squeeze, knead like you're making biscuits and pulling toes and twisting ankles and rubbing, the heels and all that kind of stuff. But there is foot reflexology, which is like acupuncture, pressure puncture. There's another name. It's not acupuncture. I can't remember what it is. When you don't use needles, you just use pressure, and I can't remember pressure puncture. I don't know. But anyway, we'll look at the chart, and there's parts of the feet that are supposed to be tied to organs or nerves or different things like that. Do I believe in that? I don't know. The body to me is complex, and it's all interconnected some way, right? So who's to say that if you rub a certain part of your foot that doesn't help, your kidney or your spleen or your brain activity? But that's all, it's ancient, quadrillion BC years ago, people did this, and it was a form of, uh, treatment. Okay, all right, why not? But to me, it all, whether it's full body, neck, shoulder, head, uh, to me, the common point are endorphins. And those, there's something else, I can't remember what they are. Dopamine. It's all about that feeling you get when, endorphins or dopamine is released by your brain in the body. And you get it hundreds of, I'm going to say hundreds. I don't know if it's hundreds. It might be 5. I don't know. But there's lots of ways that happens. Eating hot peppers. I like hot peppers. I'm not crazy like some of them people, but I like a hot pepper, jalapenos, different things like that. Well, it's the trickle down effect. So you're eating this, which is actually putting your body in stress when you eat it. Your body goes, ah, it triggers stress. That triggers the release of endorphins. That calms everything down. Just, hey man, be cool. It's all right. It's okay. Endorphins release. I'll read it here, but they target nerve endings, which kind of dulls them out, kind of relieves that stress, that anxiety from the pain that you're feeling because you ate a jalapeno or a chili pepper or something like that. And that ends up in releasing the endorphins. So you actually get a reward for eating that. And that's where, to me, that's what, you know, massage is kind of about, because it does the same deal, you know. So if you've got a sore muscle, which is lactic acid buildup in the muscles, rubbing it increases circulation, which then help cleans that lactic acid out of the muscle and makes it not sore anymore. But it really hurts. I mean, if you've ever had a sore muscle and somebody's rubbing it for you, and oh man, it's like ow, 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 and then when they stop, it's like, oh man, that feels so good that you stop. But in order to get that reward at the end, you've got to have that ow, 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 ow effect. So you can't just get the reward without the pain. You know, cruel to be kind in the right measure. So that to me is about anything about massage. And I'm a firm believer in massage for healing. So, uh, arthritis. Get older, you start getting arthritis. Well, they make a cream, a topical cream, you know. And it used to be, I can't remember, Voltaren. Voltaren was like the prescription name. And you used to have a prescription for it. And then it went off prescription. You can get it generic, and I don't know what the generic name is for it, but it's a cream. So let's say you've got, elbowitis or tendonitis, or you've got, arthritis in your knuckle. I've got soft tissue damage in this knuckle. So when it was hurting, I'd put a little on there, and you rub it in. Rub it in. You massage it in. It's topical, but it apparently supposed to go down into your skin, into the joint or place that's arthritic or swollen. It's inflammation. It's supposed to reduce, I think, inflammation. Well, to me, part of the big benefit of that is the rubbing, the massage action. Could you get the same results by just rubbing and massaging that cartilage or that tendon in there? Maybe not 100%, but I'm sure there's a benefit because, like I said, it increases the circulation. You sprain an ankle, they want you to do hot, cold, hot, cold, cold, hot, cold, hot. Cold brings down the inflammation. Hot increases circulation. But with increased circulation comes inflammation. Cold brings down the inflammation, but it reduces circulation. So you do warm. So you get that back and forth. You bring down the, inflammation with the cold, and then the warm increases circulation, which is healing. That's how your body heals, is the blood circulating. Cells regenerating. They can only do it with blood and water, moisture, all that kind of stuff. So I think massage therapy or feet massage, whatever, does several things on different levels. Now, is there a pinky toe that you can rub and, to make your headache go away? I don't know. I don't know. If you look around, you do some research, and you'll see people that have this little flap right here in between on their ears pierced. I think that's the one. It's supposed to help relieve headaches and migraines. Some people have them both pierced because they say, well, one wasn't good, two's better, and sure enough, no more migraines. Is it true? I don't know. If it helps them, it helps them. So, but I'm not an expert. Don't even play one on TV. So take it with a grain of salt. But from what I understand, increased circulations helps things heal. The massage, the body reacts to different stimuli with release of endorphins and dopamine. It makes you relax, makes you feel better, it deadens the pain, whatever it is. If you're on your feet all day, you work retail, you work as a waitress, cook, whatever it might be, you know, your feet hurt. Some people just do not, whatever you do not touch my feet. Do not touch my shoulder. There's people that have, I'm not going to even call them quirks, ideas. Don't touch my feet, you know? So, no foot massage. But you come home, a hard day, if you don't have that, idea, you get a foot massage, makes all that stress more bearable. It feels good, it relaxes you. It brings circulation into your feet where they've been pounded all day, you've stood on them all day, they hurt. You may have corns and calluses and bunions and who knows what. But rubbing them, I think, would make them feel better. In fact, I know it would. And there's an art to it. You can't tickle somebody. That's bad. You don't tickle. You got to have enough pressure. You don't wheeze and hurt. So I've got and I know you've seen them. They're a foot massage thing that you put your feet on top of, and it rolls like this, and on the discs that go around. And as they roll, there's 3 little balls, sometimes 4, I guess, that as that goes around, the balls roll. And supposedly there's some way that it generates heat too. But you turn that on slow, you put your feet on it, you press down on it with your feet, and those balls roll around on the bottom of your foot and rub those areas. And it works fairly decent, but not as good as somebody else doing it, with their hands. So you can do a lot more, you have a lot more dexterity and pressure, with these than just little balls rolling around on the disc. So let's look at some of this. Let me see, this one's got this reflexology. Now, I know that there's probably the same type of chart for entire body. Like Robert said, pressure points, all those things where, nerves come together, circulation, veins or arteries come together. There's, muscles and tendons and all this stuff join. So, there's probably a whole bunch of these for the entire body. But I was particularly talking about feet just because it seems like that's one area where people are like, oh, no. Rub my neck, rub my shoulders, rub my back, but don't touch my feet. I was like, hey, why not? So that's why I was picking on the feet, because that seems to be the spot where, oh no foot rubbings, it tickles, it's nasty. I've known people that don't even want to wash their feet in the shower. How do I know that? I talk about all kinds of crazy stuff. That's why. But anyway, it's kind of nuts. But each to their own. Whatever. I'm not there. Not my problem. So that's why I've got to pick something. So I'm picking on the feet. Let's put this up here. Is that a? That might be a copyright infringement. There we go. Add to the stream. There it is. Okay, foot reflexology chart. let me read this here. Let's go back over here. Where did it go? Nope, I'm sorry. So let's go to the top. Acupressure. Not puncture, pressure. See? Acupressure on the feet may promote relaxation and stress relief, among other benefits. All right, so this is what I was talking about. So apparently, this section of your foot, and I'm going to guess this is probably the underside, even though it's showing it from the top. You know, if it's showing it from the top, I think it's talking about this part underneath there. Otherwise it's talking about rubbing this spot on top of your foot. A lot more meat underneath there. You'll see this is the top. Okay, so right here, knee, leg, hip, and lower back. I guess this is the top of your foot where the ankle is. Then apparently each toe, back, breast, lung, chest, between shoulder blades. So this, I think, is all underneath on the meaty part of your foot, not on the top where it's all tendons and that kind of stuff. So, if you're having diaphragm problems, there's a place on your foot that's supposed to help that. If you're having shoulder problems, there's a spot on the feet that's supposed to help that. Heart, thalamus, solar plexus, adrenal glands, kidneys, spine, bladder, sciatic nerve. See? So let's just say you have sciatica. You get somebody to rub this area of your heel, it's supposed to help with that. Now, does it? I don't know. If you rub it, I guarantee you, it's probably going to make you feel better, make you more relaxed, release those endorphins. See, from Robert's experience, the arch through the ankle is enjoyable for me. So when you say the arch through the ankle, what's that mean? Like the top part? Like if this is the arch of your foot and your ankle's here, you talking about this part, or you talking about the part up underneath here? What's like, if you have fallen arches, you have flat foot. Talking about the under part, the part that you'd stand on, or the upper part that would get stood on. That part, if you're talking about the meaty part underneath, right in the middle, looks like for your kidneys and adrenal glands. Foot reflexology is a treatment that's been practiced for centuries. It involves applying pressure to different parts or points on the bottom of the foot. Okay, according to the traditional Chinese medicine, these points correspond to different areas of the body. They are believed to have multiple benefits, including reducing stress, aiding digestion, and promoting sound sleep. Reflexology is commonly known as a holistic practice performed on the feet. So, reflexology may not apply to, rubbing shoulders or rubbing the back. It's apparently just limited. That term is limited to your feet. The concept is they are meridian or junction points on the feet that correspond with various organs in the body. According to the Dr. Martinez, Los Angeles-based chiropractic physician, reflexology can improve quality of life in several ways. Reduce stress, bring balance to the body, energy, and mind. Foot reflexology helps with stress and relaxation, pain management, digestion, eye strain, improved sleep. So the common thread to me is if we look through these pages, I've looked through them, common thread is relaxation and stress relief. Whether it's foot massage, whether it's back massage, neck, full body, it all stems like this promotes relaxation. This promotes stress relief. What's stress relief? Relaxation. How do you relieve stress? Let's just relax, man. Just relax. That's how you relieve some stress. So Does it help with your kidneys or your liver function? I don't know. But the common thread is it helps relieve stress. Pain management. Foot reflexology may also help with managing both acute and chronic pain. So to me, that's the release of endorphins and dopamine. Deep tissue underneath the arch, then work around to the Achilles, then ankle is nice. Yep. And like I said, when I was young and you're 8, 9, 10 years old, you're running around all day. Do you sit around and go, man, my feet hurt? No, no, not usually. But it was all kind of a, you get a foot rub, you give a foot rub. You walk on his back, he'd rub your back. It was kind of like a bonding deal. And even though you didn't think your feet were hurting, when he started rubbing your feet and maneuver them and twist them around, it was like, hey man, that feels pretty good, you know. And it's all about that, releasing stress. So I find improved sleep. That all comes with reducing stress. Does reflexology work? It may be beneficial as a treatment that occurs alongside other treatments for a condition, often referred to as complementary treatment. However, to be sure to consult your doctor before starting any new treatment. Now, one thing that it did say is that, let me read this. Reflexology is not for everyone, though. For people with certain health conditions, it may cause more harm than good. Contradictions for reflexology include circulation issues, gout, history of blood clots, certain foot injuries such as sprains, strains, and stress fractures, painful skin conditions, blisters, eczema, contagious skin conditions such as scabies, chickenpox, or athlete's foot. So it talked also about pregnant women. So massage versus reflexology, and this is, to me, is why they have reflexology as a term. Foot reflexology is a therapeutic massage with sustained pressure instead of broad strokes like a classic massage. Fine detail and pressure are applied to specific reflex points and held until released. A massage might be more beneficial for overall relaxing and muscle aches, whereas reflexology may be able to target specific concerns with focused points on the feet. So they distinguish this massage of just working the whole foot, and reflexology as being, like if this is the ball of your foot, okay, I want, let's see what that might be. Let's look at the chart. So if you're having kidney issues, then they would target the specific area of the foot that has to do with the kidneys and work that area in the thought or in the hopes that that spot will help your kidney. So that's what reflexology is to me, the difference. Overall foot massage is just that. You just willy-nilly go rubbing feet to make yourself feel better, not just to help a specific point or, problem that you may be having. Now, can you rub your own feet? Yes. Does it feel as good as somebody else doing it? Not in my book. Because you can't fully relax. The whole point of having somebody rub your feet or your leg or your neck or your back is the fact that you don't have to exert any energy. You just get to absorb all the treatment, all the massage. And you can relax. Is rubbing your own feet still going to feel good to a certain point? Sure. So if you have a ache or pain in your calf, do you say like, man, I wish I could rub my calf and make it feel better? No, buddy, you reach in there and go, oh man. Oh, or you find a tennis ball and rub around on a tennis ball. You can do the same thing with your feet, you know, roll around on a tennis ball. Or if you did a research, there's probably, man, all kinds of things to, massage your feet. Yeah. And other parts of your body. Sometimes when my back hurts, I've taken 2 tennis balls, put them in a sock, tied them real tight so that they sit side by side. If you put that under your neck and lay down on it, it just, it puts a lot of pressure on the sides and gives less pressure on the spine. So sometimes if I got a backache, you put that thing down way down there where your hip is, where your lower back really hurts. Then you lay on those tennis balls and kind of move around, and they just massage that, those muscles along the side of the spine, and not so much the spine itself, because, it's got that bump in it. It's got that relief in the middle for the spine, and it feels good, you know. So that's reflexology. Benefits of massage therapy. Now, this is like full body, all, inclusive, could be like if you had, like shoulder, uh, let's say you had surgery and you've gone to physical therapy. To me, a lot of physical therapy is, similar to massage, because what you're trying to do is work a specific area to increase mobility or to lessen pain through, strengthening that area. And some of it I know is they apply heat, they rub the area, get the circulation. That makes it easier to move around. So massage therapy, according to this, let's get down in here. Physical benefits. For most patients, massage therapy is an important part of a specific medical treatment plan to help them return to daily activities. For example, massage therapy is helpful after joint replacement surgery or injury, like you said, shoulder. All right, physical benefits of massage therapy include improved circulation, decreased muscle stiffness, decreased joint inflammation, better quality of sleep. That, just rubbing your shoulder, if that's where you have this issue, it's not going to cause you to go to sleep. What's it going to do? It's going to release stress. It's going to improve circulation in the shoulder. It's going to make you relax. And what happens? Without pain, the inflammation, the stiffness, and you relax, it's going to help you sleep better. Improve flexibility, less pain and soreness, strengthen of the immune response. Mental benefits. Massage also has many mental health benefits. Even people who are focused on the physical benefits say they feel less stressed after getting a massage. Right? Lower stress levels, improved relaxation, improved mood, decreased anxiety, more energy, increased feeling of wellness. Is that going to happen after you do, have one massage? Probably not. But Robert wants to use a rolling pin. They make those. You ever seen them? I know they're like a rolling pin, but they were made up of like wooden. I won't say balls because they're kind of oblong shape, almost like if you've ever seen them, there's a seat cover, and it's not really a cover. It's a thing that you put on your seat that are wooden or plastic, probably now, balls in a string, and you sit on it in your car, and it's like a bunch of small pressure points, and they say those things are amazing for sitting in a car for a long time. But yeah, a rolling pin on certain parts. I wouldn't want a rolling pin on my back because as you roll it, the high spot, your spine, is going to take more pressure than the meaty, muscly parts, unless you're like me and got all the big old back muscles that stick up and protect your spine. Then they just roll. But, you know, on a calf or a thigh, you know, in the meaty part, I bet a rolling pin would feel good. Somewhere in the house, we've got what we call the little car. And it has 4 wooden balls. It's an arch like this. So that's the handle. On each end are 2 wooden balls. So as you roll it, you know, it, you know, you can do the back, the shoulder, and all that stuff. It's just to give you a good way to roll it around. And the balls, of course, you know, are the point that gives you the pressure. An old school seat cover. You know, you see them. I don't know where. I guess you'd get them offline. Let's see what that says. I don't know what to call it, but wooden ball seat cover. There you go. Like this right here. Maybe. Did the wrong thing. There you go. So you see all those little points in there, and then the airspace in between. So it would help your, you know, you let air in, but these points are help, I think, massage areas. So yeah, interesting. There's that. Go back to the massage, benefits of massage therapy. So, you know, that's, according to this, they're doing it a lot with in hospitals. And I'm sure it's probably been around a long time, you know, after surgeries or something like that, you know, massage. But, you know, there's professional training now for massage therapy. And to me, this is the end. This is what it's all about. This is the mechanism that makes all that feel good, makes it work, helps reduce the stress. It does all that stuff. Endorphins and dopamine. All right. So there's all kinds of endorphins. Endorphins are chemicals, hormones your body releases when it feels pain or stress. They're released during pleasurable activities such as exercise, massage, eating, and sex. Endorphins help relieve pain, reduce stress, and improve your sense of well-being. It's like your own body's morphine. And they actually talk about that in here. Endorphins are created in the pituitary gland and hypothalamus, both located in the brain. Endorphins are a type of neurotransmitter or messenger in your body. They attach to your brain's reward centers and carry signals from across your nervous system. Endorphins comes from the words endogenous something, which means within the body, and morphine, an opiate pain reliever. But together that means endorphins are natural pain relievers. They are the feel-good chemicals because they make you feel better and put your positive state of mind. There's 20 types of endorphins in your body. Beta endorphins are the endorphins involved in stress relief and pain management. Beta endorphins have a stronger effect than morphine on your body. So, benefits of endorphins: easing symptoms of depression, helping with stress and anxiety, improve self-image, contribute to weight loss, alleviate birth pain. What about all that? What releases endorphins in the body? I don't know why they power walking, swimming, dancing, hiking. Exercise, people. Exercise. Sex, acupuncture, massage, eating. You know, you have those comfort foods. It talks about here having the people get addicted to the runner's high. That's your body's under stress. It releases the endorphins, the dopamine, and it takes more and more stress to get that same feeling a lot of times. Low endorphin levels can contribute to depression, anxiety, body aches and pains, addiction, sleeplessness, sleep issues, and impulsive actions. My fibromyalgia, a condition that causes chronic pain throughout your body, may be caused by low endorphin levels. Self-harm, exercise addiction. People can become addicted to the feeling of a runner's high and they exercise for hours every day. Yep. How can you boost your endorphin levels, you may ask? Good question. Dark chocolate, one of my favorite things. Create art. I think that comes from feeling like you've done something. Play your favorite song. Get acupuncture. Meditate. Get a massage. Try aromatherapy. Laugh with friends. Watch your favorite TV show. Volunteer at a nonprofit organization. I don't, dude, where do they get these things? What's the difference between an endorphin and dopamine? Endorphins and dopamine are both chemicals in your body that make you happy, but they function different ways. Endorphins relieve pain naturally when they attach to your brain's reward centers. Dopamine is then released. For example, endorphins will naturally help soothe a runner's achy muscles. Then dopamine will be released, producing a runner's high. Dopamine motivates you to do something over and over again, so endorphins and dopamine do work together. Serotonin, is that an endorphin? No. Endorphins and serotonin are both chemicals in your body that make you happy, but they function in different ways. Serotonin helps stabilize your mood and well-being, and it helps other systems of your body function as well. Endorphins are focused on pain relief and stress relief. So, get out there, get a foot massage, give a foot massage, release some dopamine, make yourself and others happy. Stop a stranger on the street. So, yo, dude, you want a foot massage? See what happens. Even better, if you've got a town that has like a main street and they let you, I think that's called busking, performing street, be a street performer. Get you a bucket of bleach and water, a couple of seats, towels, and say, yo, foot massages, for free, donations accepted, tips accepted, but sit down with me and let me do some stress relief. I won't get you put in jail. You're just rubbing feet, man. Clell, such a naysayer. Why couldn't you do that on the street? I've seen YouTube where a guy, what does he do? He massages hands or something up in New York. And he just has two chairs and you sit across from him. He rubs your arms and your hands and, pulls it and twists it and does all that kind of stuff. I wouldn't do foot massages out on the street. Would you stop and let somebody, total stranger, rub your feet in broad daylight on the state street? It's an interesting question. Maybe I'll get one of those sandwich signs. Put on that you wear. I used to wear them all the time, walk them down, and just pose the question. Would you let me rub your feet on State Street? And see what they say. What's your opinion? Would you let somebody rub your feet in a public place and give them a tip, Of course, you have to wash your feet because, man, they get stinky. You have to have some kind of disinfectant. So like I said, maybe they have athlete's foot. Maybe they got ingrown toenails. Nice. So anyway, that was my thought about massage, specifically foot massage, because that's just one of those things. It's like, oh yeah, man, you rub my back, but don't touch my feet. It tickles, it hurts, it's stupid. I don't know, whatever. So appreciate everybody coming by. If you watch it later, appreciate that. If you missed the spiel about podcasts, uh, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Minutes with Milo, I'm doing it. I'm putting them out there. I'm not creating specific the bud fungus. I'm not creating content specially and calling it this is my podcast. Same old deal. Do the live YouTube. It's recorded out there. You watch it later. I take that same video, I put it over to Spotify, and call it a podcast. Like I said, one of them right now is audio only. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of audio only because I listen to several podcasts, and I listen to them while I'm working on a car or while I'm mowing the yard or doing other things, and I find out lots of interesting things on podcasts. So, but there's a video with them. So my phone, instead of just playing audio, it's actually, I guess, I'm not watching it. It's just there in the, I'm carrying it with me. Does it use more power because I'm listening to it on Spotify and it's playing a video? I don't know. But now I try to stay within 30 minutes. This is 51 minutes already. It's too long. But some of the podcasts I listen to are hours, 2 and 3 hours of just, talking about all kinds of different things. I don't know. But anyway, Spotify, Google Podcasts. I'm going to be putting some more out there. I just do maybe one a day or something like that. Maybe not. But anyway, so if you've got Spotify and you want to catch up on some of the videos, you haven't seen all of them, you don't want to see them, you just like to listen to them, there it is, podcast. So appreciate everybody coming by. If you subscribe, thank you. If you don't subscribe, but you watch, thanks. Leave me a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want to do. Just let me know you're out there. Let YouTube know you're out there. And I'll see you again on Thursday night. Bye, everybody.